Arcade, directed by Albert Penn, written by Charles Band and David S. Goyer, released 1993. And I'm just going to say right now, this is the most G R-rated movie I have ever seen. I'll talk more about that later. But I guess they had to make this R to be able to sell it on VHS to the Albert Pin audience. But yeah, this movie, it could just be rated PG if there was like a few stuff that was different. The movie starts out with a scene that's gonna be in the ending of the film where her mom like commits suicide. Okay, I guess that's why this is R. This is a very, very dark movie. This movie is also rated R because these kids cuss a lot. I guess this movie's for the adults who get frustrated when they don't hear kids in kids movies cuss like a sailor like they used to do. So they go into the evil arcade underground. This movie is so 90s and extreme that they have to make walking down the stairs an extreme sport by jumping over the railing. There's a big, chubby bully character who insults him, but he's like an adult and he's insulting children. And there's place arcade where there's a bunch of children, and there's a bunch of children behind him like they are a part of his team, but he's an adult. He should not have children a part of his team. And there's even this one girl who laughs because I guess if she didn't laugh for him, he would threaten to put her in high puffy amiyumi clothes. Next, the kid goes to a virtual reality world, and there's this whole line like, if you die in the game, you die in real life, man. Wow, this movie is like the Minecraft creepypasta of the 1990s. If you die in Minecraft, you die in real life. What a scary story. And the computer animation, you have to really show it off in this scene because it's what this movie probably spent most of its budget on. So since she was sent to the video game world, she is sad now because now she lost her kind of boyfriend. He's lost in the game. And she can drive? Okay, I guess this is like a junior teen movie. Yeah, her father is a complete deadbeat who drinks 5 bottles of wine and eats chips every night. How is he a deadbeat when he buys a car for her? Why is a 16-year-old girl's feelings sung by a 30-plus-year-old country singer? Now it just sounds like something that's coming from outside our window from a creepy stalker. Enough of this country music. I want some 90s futuristic sound effects. When she turns on the video game to try to save her boyfriend, but she backs out the danger very, very quickly because she's the girl and not as brave as her boyfriend. By the way, Maggie Laird was 25 when she was playing a teenager in this movie. And when we hear the high pitched scream, she's trying really hard to sound like a teenage girl, but it just comes off like she's wimpy and giving up too fast, which I guess is what the character's doing in this scene. It's just a very badly acted squeal that's easy to make fun of. Oh no, I burnt myself using the hair curler again. Okay, a computer that looks like a Commodore 64 cannot handle these computer generated graphics in 1994. This movie has more impressive technology than what was available at the time because it spent all its money on special effects, making the scene seem even more weird. I mean, you could do a joke about how there was inferior versions on less powerful hardware, but I guess that would be against the video game industry, and we don't have to do that. So we have to make more upgraded graphics than was actually capable in a computer at that time. Like he's playing a computer generated game that is like a Nintendo 64 game on a Commodore 64, and Commodore 64 was very powerful enough for Dizzy the Egg. Anyway, enough of my weird ranting. The guy has to help her save her boyfriend now, even though he thinks she's crazy. Like this video game, there's no way it's doing what the person at the arcade told us it was going to do. There's no way your boyfriend could actually be stuck in a video game. You don't need to waste my time with this scene. I already know that this movie's ridiculous. I just am watching this because, I don't know, I just ate too many chips and I want to see something with some cussing and computer animation. So yeah, man, I was with the squirrel. Oh wait, no, another girl comes over. We can't talk about this anymore. She's not used to listening to men on Let's Plays. We need to stop talking about this topic right now. Geeky character is supposed to be like the comedic relief for some points in the movie, but they just interrupt his jokes because this movie can come up with references or really Albert Penn can come up with a different reference for supernatural than vampires being scared of garlic. Really? That was so unfunny. Her hair is all freezing now from the video game that was controlling her brain. Okay. I guess she's trying to act demonic, but it just looks like another bad acting scene. And why does the TV look like a radio? So her voice becomes deep, and I guess this is supposed to be kind of scary, but it's still something a 12-year-old can handle. Again, this movie should not be rated R. It's just rated R because kids are cussing in it, but it has scenes that are not even scary for 12-year-olds. So they go to the creator of the game to explain everything bad that's happening, and if they don't get to the main programmer of the game, they threaten to tell the media news that this game is demonic. And I guess the reason why this movie is rated R is because if it was rated PG, then the media news would say that this movie is demonic. After like, oh my god, 10 minutes of explaining, we get a scene where her brother, she pushed her little brother in danger by putting him in the video game. So we hear a little kid who's even worse actor than the people in the early 20s. And it's just a bad scene because it's supposed to be the scariest scene in the film, but we have a kid that's a bad actor during the entire time, so it's not scary. So they get all the keys to saved people from the video game. And look, it just looks like you can beat this game in like 20 minutes. Why is it so difficult for people to escape? So we go to the beginning of the movie, and at first I thought it was like a all dream ending, but nothing could prepare me for what was going to happen next. Again, this is another reason why his movies rated R. Mother kills her own child because the mother wants her to join her in the afterlife. This ending is extremely dark, and it really makes me think that this entire movie is actually supposed to be taken seriously. Like they thought that all the special effects and all the different voice changes and all the mood and all the music was actually supposed to scare somebody who is like 17. I guess this ending actually did scare me, so I guess the R rating is justified now. Seriously, this movie didn't have cussing. This would be a PG film aside from that extremely dark ending. That's why it shocked me so much. That's Arcade, released 1993. This movie, well, it definitely wasn't good, and it has too much cussing to be appropriate for children, and the ending's too dark for children. Seriously, this movie really does feel like it was made for children. Not because it just has children as the main characters. I mean, like, the whole tone of it feels like a really rad 90s kids movie. And I guess this movie just has cussing and dark ending, so it can try to appeal to the adult VSS store crowd. Like nobody would get this movie if it was rated PG. I mean, our parents' audience would not get this movie if it was rated PG. So that's why it has all the cussing and dark ending, I guess. But aside from that, this movie would be completely appropriate for children. It has a really odd tone, but I guess you can watch this movie if you want. It's free on Tubi.